Welcome to your Wednesday edition of the AI Podcast. I am Taylor, and dude, we have got a massive lineup today. Like, seriously packed with some of the craziest updates I have seen all month.
I am Morgan, and yes, it is a very busy Wednesday. We're looking at everything from Google's new agentic Android features to Mira Murati's brand new startup taking direct aim at OpenAI's voice technology.
Exactly. Plus, we have got OpenAI tackling enterprise cybersecurity with a new initiative and a really nerdy but super cool fix for dead neurons in AI training. Let's just dive right into the deep end. Okay, so first up, I saw on TechCrunch that Google just had their big Android show ahead of I/O. And dude, they are bringing actual agentic AI to Android phones. It is called Gemini Intelligence, and it looks insane.
Wait, agentic AI on the OS level? That usually means it can actually do things across different apps rather than just answering questions. What exactly are they promising here? Because OS integration is notoriously difficult to get right.
Yes, exactly. With Gemini Intelligence, your phone can handle complex multi-step tasks. Like the demo showed it booking trips, summarizing web content, filling out really long forms, and even cleaning up your messy text messages before you hit send.
I mean, the form filling sounds incredibly practical, but booking a whole trip? That requires a massive amount of trust. I am a bit skeptical about letting an AI just buy flights and hotels for me without triple checking everything.
Totally get that. I would be nervous too, but it is so cool. They also announced these new vibe-coded widgets, whatever that means, and deep Gemini integration right inside Chrome and Gboard. It literally turns spoken thoughts into polished texts.
Oh, the Gboard dictation upgrade actually sounds incredibly useful. If it can genuinely understand context, pause for thought, and fix my rambling sentences on the fly, that might actually save me a lot of daily frustration.
Right? And they even announced new AI-first Google Books laptops. Basically, Google wants Gemini to be the underlying brain of absolutely everything you touch in their ecosystem. It is a wild strategy to just blanket everything with AI agents.
We will have to see how well it actually executes those multi-step tasks in the real world. Google demos always look perfect on stage, but real life is messy. App permissions and unexpected pop-ups usually break these agents.
Moving on. This next one is huge. Mira Murati's new startup, Thinking Machines Lab, just shipped its very first model. And dude, they are throwing some serious shade at OpenAI and how they handle voice interactions.
Oh, that is fascinating. Mira Murati obviously knows OpenAI's architecture inside and out since she used to lead it. What exactly is she saying they are getting so wrong about the future of voice AI?
She argues that the whole turn-based question and answer model is completely broken. Her new model processes audio, video, and text all in parallel, breaking everything down into these tiny 200 millisecond chunks for instant processing.
Wait, 200 milliseconds? That is incredibly fast. So the goal is true fluid interactivity rather than just waiting your turn to speak to a chatbot? That sounds a lot more like a real human conversation.
Exactly, dude. According to the decoder, they want to completely beat OpenAI's GPT Realtime 2 and Google's Gemini Live when it comes to actual natural interaction quality. They want the AI to truly listen while it talks.
That makes a lot of sense. The current latency in voice AI, even the really good ones, still feels slightly unnatural. If they can eliminate that awkward pause and handle interruptions gracefully, it is a massive game changer.
So cool, right? Imagine an AI that actually stops talking when you interrupt it, or reacts instantly to your facial expressions through the camera while you are speaking. It feels like actual sci-fi coming to life.
Well, it also sounds a bit chaotic if it interrupts you too much, but from a purely technical standpoint, parallel processing of multimodal inputs at that speed is a massive flex for a brand new startup.
Okay, speaking of OpenAI, they are definitely not just sitting around waiting to be disrupted. I read on MarkTech Post that they just launched Daybreak. It is this massive new cybersecurity initiative that sounds super intense.
Daybreak, huh? Cybersecurity is definitely a massive weak spot for a lot of enterprise AI adoption right now. What is the actual core of this new program? Is it just another bug bounty thing?
Not at all. So they are putting Codex Security, which is their coding-focused agentic system, right at the center. It is meant to find, validate, and actually patch software vulnerabilities super early in the development cycle.
Oh, so it is not just scanning for bugs and alerting a human. If it is truly agentic, it is actually writing and testing the security patches itself? That is a huge deal for enterprise security teams.
Exactly. They are partnering with a huge network of security researchers and government-linked defenders. Dude, having an AI agent actively patching code before malicious hackers can even find the exploit is just mind-blowing to me.
I agree, it is impressive, but it also introduces entirely new risks. If an AI is autonomously patching your core code base, you better be absolutely certain it is not accidentally introducing new, subtle vulnerabilities while fixing old ones.
Yeah, that makes sense. You would definitely still need some human oversight. But for completely overwhelmed developers, having a tool that acts like an automated 24/7 security guard for your code is just so incredibly valuable.
It definitely shows OpenAI is playing the long game. They are trying to lock in those highly lucrative enterprise and government contracts by directly addressing their single biggest fear, which is massive data breaches.
Finally, let's get a little nerdy to wrap things up. Tilde Research just introduced a new leverage-aware optimizer called Aurora, and it supposedly fixes a major hidden problem in neural network training that no one talks about.
Okay, I always love a good technical deep dive. What exactly is this hidden problem? Are we talking about vanishing gradients again, or is this something else entirely that has been flying under the radar?
It is actually about dead neurons. So the widely used muon optimizer apparently has a fatal structural flaw. It quietly kills off a huge fraction of MLP neurons during training and just keeps them permanently dead.
Wait, really? A significant fraction just dies during the training process? That means these massive models are wasting a ton of expensive compute on parameters that literally do absolutely nothing for the final output.
Right. It is exactly like paying for a massive team of workers, but half of them are just asleep at their desks. Aurora fixes this flaw, and they even dropped a 1.1 billion parameter pre-training experiment to prove it.
That is genuinely fascinating. If Aurora can reliably prevent that neuron death, we could start seeing much more efficient models. Getting state-of-the-art results with far fewer wasted parameters is exactly what the AI industry desperately needs right now.
Dude, yes! I saw on MarkTech Post that this new optimizer is already setting new benchmarks. It is one of those under-the-hood, highly technical fixes that could quietly make all our future AI models way smarter and significantly cheaper to run.
It is a really great reminder that while everyone focuses on the flashy new consumer features, the real foundational breakthroughs often happen deep in the math of the optimizers that train these systems in the first place.
So true, the math is where the magic happens. Well, from vibe-coded Android widgets and parallel processing voice models to reviving dead AI neurons, it has been a truly massive day for AI news.
It really has. The sheer pace of these agentic developments, both in everyday consumer apps and in deep back-end security systems, is just accelerating faster than anyone predicted. We have a lot to keep an eye on.
I could not agree more. That is it for today. We will be back tomorrow with more AI news.